So welcome techies. So here this is a kind of tutorial for the Exet extension that how you can use to execute your whether it is C++ files, C files and Java files. So basically let me talk first, let me introduce yourself, let me introduce you to this extension. So what this extension does, it actually, if you have followed the GitHub or README, you also well known with it that what it does. But let me tell you again. This extension actually execute or run your code of languages like C, C++, Java, TypeScript, or even JS. This single extension can do it. And if you know that I 100% sure that you might already know about code runner extension which do this code running type of things. So why there is a need of another extension like exit to execute code files. So basically it is actually whenever we used to run our code files at the same place, at the same directory, we get our .exe files. So let's suppose you have in your workspace, you have 10 code files, one of maybe C, Java, and another, and many other languages. You have 10 code files, and like let's suppose you have 10 code file of C or C++. Let's say C++. So whenever if you have executed all the code files, then there will be 10 executable file, that is 10.exe files will be there in your directory. And this is this is so unmanageable kind of things. Means .exe file, you don't .exe files is just the executables, and there is no need once the code is run, when the code is actually executed, and it just looks it just looks bad that your code files that your exe files are along with your code files, and .exe files are of no use after execution. And if you want your workspace clear like back, then you have to manually delete all the .exe files. But not no more than now. Here is a solution, and that is exit. That exit extension will help you to just store all your .exe files no matter at on how level on which level of directory you have your code file. It will it will collect all the .exe files in just one folder. It may be exit files and many other folders with different name. Basically, three folders are there to handle all the executable files, whether it is of Java, whether it is C, whether it is C++. It will be collected in a separate folders, and there will be only one folder for your entire workspace code files, and all the executable files would be stored in that folder only. So let me do how to do this. Basically, there is another thing. This extension is designed for on three operating system mainly, that is Linux, Windows, and Mac OS. So on the Mac OS and the Linux, it is working completely fine. If you to execute to use this extension, you just have to you just have to open your code file and just press Control plus one, and in Mac you just have to press Command plus one, and it will execute your files. But in Windows there is an special error due to the PowerShell versioning. So that's why I have chosen my setup to be of Windows, to let me show you that how to execute your code files using this extension in the Windows as well. So first of all, here is an empty folder, and let me just open, not open, let me just take a file. Let name it thread.c, and I will write some hello world program in it. Okay, so that's printf hello world and C. This is basically to let we know that of which code's file this is executing. So I have written it hello world C. That means, yeah, that this hello world is printed from the C language source file. So so now I'll just open a new terminal here. So I'm in a Windows. So most in the Windows user have their default PowerShell as default terminal in VS Code is PowerShell. So and this error is also happening in the PowerShell. If your default is not PowerShell, default terminal in VS Code is not a PowerShell, then it will run fine. But in PowerShell, you just have to type three words, and now after typing those three words, you are perfectly ready to use this extension without any single line of error. Just you have to type CMD and just press it enter. And you have to delete all previous terminal sessions. Just you have to have single session, okay, in which you have typed this CMD. Now this terminal is ready to execute all the files through our new extension Exet. So let me remove this terminal for now, and I'm just going to execute it by control plus one. Type it. Type. So here you will observe at the terminal the code is actually executed. That is hello world C. Okay. And here, if you have also observed that there is only try.c source file, a C source file basically, but there appears another folder that is whose name is exit files, which contains try.exe. Yes, exactly. The executables of this C source file is being made in this exit files folder. And basically, if you have any number of C files in your folder in your this workspace, all the executable file of those code files will be stored in this exit files only, and that's why you won't ever get any .exe files or executable files in between your code. So let me try another file. Let's suppose new.cpp. Now I will show you that how it will work in the for the C++ language. You have seen it for C language. Now let's have a look on C++ as well. Let me remove the terminal. Okay, and here I'll also write a hello world command. CPP to just let us know, and let me clear my terminal, and there's an issue. Now again I'm pressing Control plus 1 to execute this file as well. So here it is perfectly executed, that is hello world CPP. And here if you check again the exit files, here you find that new.exe, another executable file is also being created in this folder, and it belongs to this new.cpp. So by this you have known that whether it is C language or whether it is C++ language source file, all the executable file will be stored in a exit files name folder. Let me make one Java file as well. I choose the name new java.java. Okay. Thanks to the intelligence. And let me clear my terminal as well. Okay. So here I'll write. So here I write a normal hello world program for Java as well. And now I'm going to execute it by again pressing the same Control plus 1. So here we go. Here is an Hello World Java program for it as well. So here we got our Hello World program got executed, and you will find that there is another folder have been created here, that is exit classes, whose name is exit classes, and in that exit classes there is dot class file made out of this made after the execution of this Java source file. And so basically all Java executable files, that is dot class files, are stored in these exit classes named folder. So another, there is a separate, if there is no type, and there is no any kind of means, uh, like I want to manage all these uh, different language executable files in a separate way. So all C and CPP files will store executables will store in the exit files, and all the Java executable files will be stored under exit classes. And looks, our workspace is still very clear, and not a single executable file is there. So next, I'll again clear my terminal, and let me quickly go through our another languages like TypeScript. So ts new ts. Oh, it go wrong. Let me again change it. I have to just add the extensions. So VsCode recognize that is the TypeScript file, and here we simply console.log and hello world, hello world, and here also provide from which language actually this hello world program is executing. So we recognize it at the terminal. So I again press Ctrl+1 here. Here, hello world from TypeScript. The command is actually executed, and here you will find a third folder whose name is exit emitted JS files, which contain all the JS files made out of this TypeScript file, and it will also run your code. And for the JavaScript, it is pretty straightforward. Try.js, let me name it like so. Console.log hello world from JavaScript. And let me again press Ctrl+1 to execute it as well. It executed, it is executed. Hello world from JavaScript. And for the JavaScript, there is no requirement of any emitted file because it doesn't emit any file. It is because it is an interpreted language. So here, by this, I can see clearly my all workspace is very clear, and all the executable files are being separated like this and managed very well by this extension. So that's all. That's the Exet extension. I'll recommend you go and please install this extension and enjoy and manage your all executable files at one place so that your workspace look clear and concise. Thank you.